It's about to be that time again. Alchemy Star's second anniversary is right around the corner. New event, new live stream, and most importantly, new exclusive Orion. But that's not all that's being prepared. As it seems like for this event story, Tourdog has been preparing something bigger than what has come before. There are a lot of major events going on within part 2 of the main storyline. Things have been getting crazier and crazier. And with completing episode 16 with the major twist that went down in the end, it seems like we're on the verge for a huge change coming soon. And it doesn't look like we're slowing down either, as right now, while writing down this script, Tourdog seems to be preparing us for something major for the lore of this game, related to Lumopolis, or in particular, the Swartz family. Lately, Tourdog has been slowly dropping content on Alchemy Star's social pages involving the upcoming story. Based on what has been posted so far, it seems like we'll possibly get into what happened to Carlene's mother and sister, Joshua and Mia. For the longest, there has been a big mystery going on with what happened to Joshua and Mia. At first, it seemed like Carlene's mother simply passed away during the Second Dark Over Crisis War. But that's not the whole story the more you look into it. Something more happened, and it involved Mia. Mia had joined the Knights and took part in the war. With the situation being as chaotic as it was, it seems like Mia's life was at risk until her mother came to save her. In that war, Mia had apparently been attacked by Darkflow. This was stated on a social media post from Alchemy Star pages, showing Mia's medical history, which also mentions her second personality, Baba Yaga. Now, something that we can put together when looking into it. When you go into Mia's files, she mentions after surviving the war, she seemed to have been sent somewhere for recovery. This could be an Illumina medical facility. Wouldn't it be the first we have someone from Lumopolis going to Illumina for treatment? After all, Michael was sent to Illumina when suffering from her lightning powers. Still, something very interesting to take notice. When unlocking Mia's story files, you come across her mentioning a familiar name, Eve. And for her to know about Eve, that means Mia was in the same place, possibly being experimented on as well. Mia's files also mention her mother finding her and being angry, fighting some woman. Taking all this into account, what this could mean is that Joshua may have been the cause of the explosion mentioned about the Undercity Eve was in. If Mia and Eve was in the same place, that could mean Joshua managed to find her daughter, discovered that she was possibly experimented on, and then fought Denier, which eventually led to the explosion. Then after managing to save Mia, she took her to Umberton where she knows she'll be safe, before disappearing. And Swartz knows about all this. Otherwise he wouldn't be so secretive with Carlene whenever she asked about her mom. But why would she just disappear? Did she find out about something during her rescue? We are talking about Denier's experiments here. And with episode 15 and 16 going more into Denier's history and her experimentation, maybe Joshua came across something bigger and found out Lumopolis might have some involvement in it as well. Then after making sure Mia was safe, instead of returning, she made it her mission to stop and prevent whatever she came across. And Swartz knows about this and didn't stop her. Which leads to another social post involving a diary page. This seeming to come from Joshua's brother, who shows much resentment towards Swartz. So possibly, Joshua's brother might come into play as the villain for the upcoming event. What makes it even crazier is that maybe he becomes associated with the Cartima family, the family which Leona and Sorona belongs to. This because another social media post shows an arrest warrant for the Cartima family. And going into Leona's files especially, it seems like her family is eager to get back the glory they once had as Lumo nobles. After all, Leona mentions her mother talking in a desperate manner over some family missing. Wouldn't be done without reason. Tourdog been giving us all these small hints about the upcoming story, and there's still going to be more even as I'm sorting out this script. Maybe this next story will involve a coup. We know there are those looking to overthrow Swartz, wanting to take his place as ruler of Lumopolis. Just maybe, Joshua's brother had reached out to the Cartima family, who decided to take back what they once had. Thus begins a collaboration in order to overthrow Swartz. And Joshua may have caught wind of this, making her way back from wherever she came from, even involving Mia into this as the current situation of the Swartz family did start with her. Or maybe Mia just decided to come back home on a whim one day and it just so happens a coup d'etat is occurring on the same day. This is just me guessing the next story anyways. I could be wrong after all. It is common knowledge about one of Lumopolis' main problems deals with corruption. That's why Swartz acts like the strict leader he does, trying to keep in line those from obtaining more power, but that doesn't mean he can always stop them. I mean, there was that one incident where a Lumopolis noble was involved in a case with enhancers during the Aurora Eterna event. There's always going to be those looking to take power within Lumopolis, but time will tell until we get to the second anniversary. Alchemy Star's lore has been getting better and better the more this game goes on. Things aren't exactly as they seem. We continue to discover about many things from the history of this world to discovering the goals of certain characters and factions. This game has such a rich and amazing lore, so much that we have gotten into so far, and so much more that we will be getting into in the future, for however long this game will continue to keep up.